You dark mode motherfuckers play shit up too much, okay? Hi, I'm a light mode user. Yes, I'm outing myself right now, okay?
That's probably why your eyesight's shit.
Yeah. That's why.
Because you're blinding yourself every night.
I've been blind my entire life. What's it gonna do? Make me more? Make me more blind?
Every time you open up Twitter, it's just like a COD flashbang. It's like,
block this guy. Come on, it's white. Don't let the viewers.
It is.
Look,
That's
The
why
only people who use light mode are people who just
Psychopaths.
can't get over the 5-second difference of a change to dark mode and be like, it's different. People are like, oh, I don't like it. It's different. Change it back. No, the moment you use it for one day, you'll be like, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I never went back.
No, I have used dark mode on like some apps, and I'm like, I like
what, 10 seconds.
Huh?
10 seconds.
Discord. That's it. My Discord's still dark mode, and I'm like, I don't.
Discord in light mode is unforgivable. That's like the worst offender.
I don't even know what Discord light mode looks like.
Okay, Discord light mode just looks ugly. That just looks ugly.
I didn't see.
It's horrific.
But like. Everything else, I've switched to dark mode. And I'm like, I like the brightness. You do not use. I like the brightness.
You do not use Twitter in.
I looked up Discord light mode, and the first thing that came up was Discord light mode meme.
Do you want to check my Twitter? Do you want to?
Oh my god!
So ugly, dude.
Who uses Discord like this?
Yeah, okay, Discord's ugly. Twitter, I like it in like mode, okay?
I can't remember if there was a few studies or something a while back that was like, it was measuring the impact on which one's better for you, dark or light mode. I couldn't remember if there was a conclusion. I remember that there was something along the lines of what light mode could be better because it's more reminiscent of, say, books or paper.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, Joey, like, you like, I'm in bed, okay? I want to read manga.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Switch the manga to dark mode? Manga doesn't have a dark mode, you know?
I don't read manga on my fucking phone. That's one of the big reasons I can't because it's too bright.
And I would argue that a lot of manga is more dark than light. A lot of the drawing is black.
It's literally on white page. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they fill up most of the shit. They fill up most of the shit.
I'm going to have to stop you right there. I was on your side until you said that.
Read the manga. It's on white paper, but there's more ink on the paper than white.
What are you talking about? It's a white background.
It's arguably more dark than it is light.
Okay, maybe for something like Berserk.
There we go. But tell me Berserk is light.
Berserk is a dark fantasy. Of course it's going to have so many fucking... like...
But if I'm reading like Pop Team Epic, then that's like mostly white.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of dark in them. You know, a lot of them have a lot of words taken up.
Well, then I would argue every novel is also the same.
I'm pretty sure even the most hardcore light mode person is watching this right now, being like, "No, Connor,
I'm trying my best.
Stop, Connor, stop." Okay.
Listen, I think saying the manga argument is very negligible in terms of is that light mode or not. Because there's going to be some... We're not saying dark. We're not fucking nocturnal.
Yeah, who the fuck...
It's not all dark. There's light sources on there.
Yeah, the only way you'd be able to read manga in dark mode is if you just like invert the image.
Like what we're trying to say is that generally like the background and a lot of that stuff is dark, which is nice and it's better because the phone is backlit. You know?
Well, the thing is, because like...
Manga is not traditionally
the reason I genuinely like light mode is because...
You've never tried dark mode.
I have tried dark mode. No, okay, the best mode is the one where it switches for you automatically, depending on the time of day. Because the thing is, I wake up.
Screen dimmer?
Yeah, the screen.
Oh,
no, not the screen dimmer. There's a literal mode that will switch on some apps. That will switch from light mode to dark mode.
Like an in-car GPS?
Yeah. Kind of. That's like the best mode, but like... I like when I wake up and I just have like the brightness of the screens, okay? One thing, I genuinely.
Welcome to your future, robot slaves.
Look, genuinely, because I'm someone who needs a lot of sunshine, you know? I like my sunshine, I like my brightness. The way my body...
All right, we get it, God. You touch grass.
Okay,
yes, okay.
Hold on.
No, this is, I'm not even touching grass.
Phone screen comparison, phone light is not even remotely comparable to sunlight.
Yeah, look, I get it. I get it.
Computer screen, it fucking makes a difference, okay?
Yes. Okay, guys,
I
get it. I also enjoy sunlight, but you know what I do when I want to enjoy sunlight? I fucking go outside and look at sunlight.
I open my curtains.
Okay, obviously you guys you've never lived in England when sometimes it's just like a fucking cloudy day and it's just the most depressing.
It's still bright.
We do not live in like the northern hemisphere of like Finland in the middle of fucking nowhere during dark winter. We have light.
I will take any brightness source I can get. The brighter the room is, the happier I am, the more awake I am.
Again,
the more
that's probably why you're blind. Because you're just flashbanging your eyes every day.
A phone's lightness is not even remotely comparable to a light in, say, like a room, like a ceiling light or anything. It's not even remotely similar.
Do you also take every selfie with the flash on as well?
Sorry?
Do you also take every selfie with the flash on?
No. Okay.
That's
got nothing to do
might
with
as
it.
well.
That's got nothing to do with
his
it.
office to just be a bunch of fucking phone screens just lighting up the room. Like what? These lights are totally different type of like I do not want the artificial.
It's
light.
like I want white walls in my room.
Sunlight feels so much nicer than like this light.
Sunlight does feel so much nicer, but sometimes you're in a room where you can't get enough sunlight. Sometimes you're in a place where there isn't enough natural light, and there's just the lighting on the ceiling or the lamps.
The last light I think about getting to fix that problem is my phone.
Is a phone light.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will say having a bright mode on your PC is much better to me. Like it feels
for the argument's sake, I do use Windows light mode.
Yeah.
Because the dark mode, I don't know what they did to it. It looks fucking horrendous.
Really?
Yeah. Do you use it?
I didn't even know there was a dark mode.
There's a dark. It just doesn't look good. I'm not sure why.
Oh.
Like try it. We'll do it later.
Okay.
I mean, what looks bad about light mode? What actually? I don't get why everyone says it looks bad. Okay,
It's like
It's just really.
it's like having like bread from a store. And then you don't know a bakery exists out there
I don't know
that
what
does
you're
fresh
talking
bread, right? Garnt, right? Garnt, right? It's
You're really clutching at straws right now, bro.
It does. Light mode does everything. It's a very viable option, but it's just because you don't know about the joyous abilities.
Brother,
of
you could
dark
have just
mode.
said it hurts my eyes.
No, it doesn't. No, because
It does. It hurts my eyes.
I just think dark mode looks
you just have
way
weak
better.
eyes, Joey.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Dark mode just looks.
I literally just told you. I have
Dark
weak
mode
eyes.
looks better. That's why we have After Dark, because it's the better version of Trash. Because the dark version of Trash Taste.
This disgusting. This is light
Listen,
mode dark.
Sorry.
If
A lot of the
Trash
apps
taste.
just like Twitter to me is I can't unsee it as a dark mode app. When I see it on light mode, I'm like, this is fucking like when you watch those
great.
documentaries and they play all like the millions of tweets that pop up and
Yeah.
they have the white background. I'm like, this is fucking shit.
Bro, we sold more After Dark merch than we did regular Trash Taste merch. Coincidence?
That's it. People like.
I think not. People like dark mode.
people like the vibe, but there
Where's the
is
shirt,
there
Garnt?
is people
Garnt,
who
this is not light.
I know it's not
reflecting.
Well,
enough
you're wearing
light.
the light mode one, man.
I guess so.
You got white there, Connor. What are you doing? Doesn't
I
that
got
hurt your
lavender. I
eyes?
got
Yeah,
lavender.
no,
It's kinda
Doesn't it
dark.
hurt your eyes, Connor?
Connor's wearing like the pale mode.
Yeah, I pale mode. Point is that apps are better in dark mode.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
No. I think there is a sect of us light mode users. We have been oppressed by the dark mode users.
Okay.
I'm
at
tweeting
least,
out right
at
now
least
on
tell
Trash
me.
Taste,
Okay.
light of dark mode.
Okay. At
Of
least.
course, dark mode's gonna
Okay.
win.
At least
How
tell
do you
me.
know? How do you know that? How do you know?
Because we're all fucking weebs.
No,
they
pause.
prefer fucking stay in.
No.
They stay in their fucking man caves, right?
Yo, listen. At least tell me, all right? If you're you're in bed, right? Just before you go to bed.
I can't believe I'm not
You're
the
go-
one fighting.
You're
alone
gonna
on this
be.
one. I'm
You're
kind of
gonna,
glad.
you're gonna be. You're gonna be. On your phone,
polls
just like
set.
going through
Right.
Twitter and stuff like that before you go to bed, right? You do that.
Yes.
Okay. How bright do you have your phone?
How bright do I have my
Like
phone?
when it comes to the brightness meter on your phone, right?
Right.
Is it all the way to the top or is it all the way to the bottom or somewhere in between?
Well, I try not to go on my phone if the room is dark.
Yeah. If
the
you're in
roo-
a pitch black room and you want to go on Twitter before you go to bed, how bright is your phone?
Usually don't because
Okay.
like to me like that's one way to just not get to sleep. Right.
Right.
It's not, I try.
It's also one way to have eyesight as well.
Well, okay.
Listen,
okay.
I'm a bed phone enjoyer.
I am as well.
I put my phone next
I
to
put my
bed.
thing. I put my Twitter on dark mode, and I put my brightness
Bad habits.
all the way down.
Bad habits. Bad habits.
Am I guilty of checking my phone? Yeah, sometimes I am.
Yeah, of course.
Your Honor. Okay, I'm guilty. All right,
Yeah,
okay.
of course.
But I sleep like an ox. I sleep great. I have great sleep.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's a good habit. It's just because like it gets your mind in the process of getting to sleep. Healthy habits. Not
you
of
know
course
what?
not
Do
everyone
not
does.
preach
No,
healthy
no.
habits
I am going
from
to-
a guy who uses light mode.
I am going to preach this, okay? I'm preaching this right now, Joey.
Listen, if I have any healthy habits, I'd stop drinking. God, I don't care about that. All right.
If I had healthy habits, I'd stop using
I
light mode.
clearly don't care about that.
So you'd rather
But
use.
also, I think that's bullshit, though. What you're saying is the healthiest way is to not look at your phone. What we're arguing is, well, I'm not really. He's arguing. I'm just
Well,
kind of
okay.
helping him out here.
I'm-
Is that you should look at the dark mode if you're going to look.
I'm arguing that the best mode is the mode that switches automatically. automatically for you. But if I had a choice between dark mode and light mode, I choose light mode because I don't want to switch manually to light mode every time when I wake up in the morning and see all the brightness.
What is it that you don't like about dark mode?
What is it that I don't like about dark mode? It's not that I don't like dark mode, it's that I prefer light mode.
Well, why do you prefer light mode?
I literally just said because I said because I like the brightness in my life, Joey. I like the light, okay? I go towards the light. I'm a fucking moth, okay? I like the brightness. Okay, why is that a bad thing? I like the brightness.
Do you watch YouTube in dark or light mode?
Light mode.
Fuck off.
Everything.
You know, like
everything. I think everything aside from Discord because I think Discord just is ugly.
Discord is actually war crime. I think we can all agree on
YouTube, light mode, everything.
It looks so bad in light mode.
What is wrong with the light mode? What is wrong with YouTube light mode? Literally,
it's too white.
The fucking logo has white in it.
You know what
the logo has white in it.
You know what I hate about
it? But it's like 3 pixels.
It doesn't matter, okay?
You know what I hate about YouTube is that you open it, right? So you open YouTube.
Yeah.
And it does... Okay, it did win this time. Sometimes, right, it'll just open white and then turn to dark.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah,
like, YouTube, sort this fucking shit out. I don't want to see a single
I think
frame
they fixed
of light.
that recently, though.
But a lot of people, you know, it's something you got to consider as well. If you're making thumbnails, you got to make it for dark and light mode. Got to make sure it looks good on both.
I've never thought about that.
Think about that. Think about that.
I don't consider light mode.
So yeah, when you make your thumbnails, do you actually consider that? No white background, no nothing?
I try not to make it. Yeah, I look at both because I edit in dark mode. So I got to be, because people leave on the default, right?
Oh, I just assume no one watches YouTube in light mode.
No, it's default, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
Which means that our calls will never be the best.
Yeah.
Sad.
I just don't. Okay.
People are lazy and they just don't change the defaults because they get used to something and then they're too scared to change it. Like this guy. If he changed it, I guarantee he wouldn't turn
I have changed it. I'm saying this is not. Do not lump me with the same people who are still using Internet Explorer because they don't know how to change to fucking Google Chrome.
What if we did like a little science experiment? What if you change the dark mode for a week? I'll change the light mode for a week, and at the end we can decide.
And see who has the better eyesight at the end of the week.
We'll see if we both,
I mean, I've already lost Joey.
Can't like improve.
See if we convert. You know?
See if we convert.
See if we can convert.
I'm not going to convert. I literally.
So he's
ignorance.
He's not responding.
Okay. Ignorance.
He's not. He doesn't want to.
You're not participating.
Wait. Okay. Do you think there is a chance you're going to convert to light mode?
No.
Then what's the point of this? There's no point of this experiment.
Well, because I'm trying to help you to act like you're not the only one going through.
He's taking the ball for the team.
I started in light mode, and then ironically I saw the light, and I didn't like it, so I went to the dark. And that's what I'm in now. So I've had the light mode because where I started.
Yeah, I mean, I had the light mode as well. And then I learned about dark mode afterwards. And so I was like, oh, I'll try this new dark mode thing out. And I was like, oh, I much prefer it because it doesn't blind me every morning.
Look, I'm just saying like fucking light mode is the pizza crust of the app world, okay? Like it feels exactly the same where if you choose to use fucking light mode, people act like you've just committed a fucking war crime or something. You know, a war crime against their eyes or something. Okay, that's what it feels like. Okay,
what do you? All right, what do you think is winning right now in the poll?
Dark mode?
I know it's dark mode winning.
Why do you think it's dark mode?
Because you dark mode guides are so fucking vocal about it.
Dark mode guys!
You dark mode users.
It's because I'm sick of being on the fucking train, looking across on the person next to me, and they have fucking light mode beaming in my eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you uncivilized fuck! Use dark mode.
What is
look, it doesn't matter what the poll says, all right?
I want to guess 90-10.
What do you think?
Probably 90-10, yeah.
Do you think it's that much?
Maybe. That's what I feel like,
if you put a gun to my head, I'd have been like...
That's what I feel
60,
like.
40.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it now?
Well, let me...
How long has the poll been up?
Wait. How many...
3,000 votes.
Okay.
95% dark mode.
You know what?
Holy
Anyone
shit.
who says...
I am fighting for you 5%, you know? If
How many old accounts do you have?
Okay.
Wait.
We have a live trash taste prediction.
All right.
So someone said, okay, which one of the boys uses light mode? Confess your sin. Someone replied, it's Garnt. Connor is going to defend dark mode like his life depends on it. and Joey is going to say, I can see both sides, but prefers dark mode. I feel so called down. Anyone who says light mode is a sociopath.
Look, if there are 500 light mode users in the world, I am one of them.
Our audience
if there
knows
are
us too much and I
100
hate
light
it.
mode users in the world, I am one of them. If there are 10 light mode users in the world, I am one of them. I will defend light mode till my dying breath, okay? I don't care how many of you
feels like
guys
you're stuck in the
are there.
past.
If there's one more of me of you, if there's one more of me, I've found a brother. Okay.
You need to make like an AA meeting, but for light mode users. So like, why didn't we convert? And you just hiss it anytime the light flickers or anything.
We're gonna start a movement. It's a revolution. Okay. We're taking back the light mode.
The resistance.
The resistance.
It's one of the things when I realized that dark mode is a thing and I tried it out, I was like, oh, this is much better. It's like having a wrong fitting t-shirt for the longest time, and then you realize, oh, it can feel like this. That's what it felt like to change.
Right.
Like a pair of boxers that didn't quite fit as nicely. But you didn't realize that because they were your only pair for a really long time.
Was the app that convinced you? Was it Discord? Because I swear
for me it was Twitter.
Twitter.
I started off with Twitter because I think a lot of apps don't even tell you that dark mode exists. So I didn't know it existed.
Me neither.
And then I think I went on Twitter one day and they showed the dark mode option. But they had dark, like true dark, and then like the dim dark, like the kind of navy dark. And I used that one. Love that one. Looks amazing. And then I thought, what if there's dark mode for other apps? I remember one time I shared my screen on Discord and it was light mode. I didn't even realize dark mode existed. And then all my live stream people were like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You didn't
No, I get it, because I was exactly the same. So it was like I saw it on Twitter and I was like, oh, let me try this out. And I was like, oh,
people screenshot
looks amazing.
Tweets, right?
Yeah.
And it always looks better.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, is that like a plugin or something? What is that?
Have you realized, most screenshots you see on Twitter are dark mode?
Yeah.
Of like tweet memes. Dark mode. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Think about the sins.
There's a lot of society.
It doesn't matter how many. It does. Like I said, it doesn't
we would
matter
have
how many
flying
people
cars
use
if everyone
dark
was
modes.
using dark mode.
I honestly think that
Society, if everyone used dark mode.
fuck giving people what they want.
That is
Let's
why.
just take away.
That is
light
why
mode.
this is the most depressed society we've had in all of history. Okay, this is why this is the depressed
We had
generation.
the Great Depression.
Okay,
We haven't had that yet.
okay, this is why mental health is such a big deal now. It's because too many people are using dark mode. Please, guys,
I go
you
to my-
get
I
some
go-
brightness in your life.
I go to my BetterHelp session, and after I lost my job and I used my 3-month coupon as remittance.
It's because people are using light mode to substitute for sunlight.
Social media.
That's why.
I'm trying to grow like a plant in his room, dude. Trying to synthesize while he's
He's
trying
got
to
like
work.
a plane. He's just got his phone up to it. It's just like, come on, grow.
He's like, I can feel the cells getting energy in my body.
Photosynthesis, please.
Can't be like a cannabis plant, bro, trying to grow from artificial light in his house.
Oh my god.
I prefer the later seasons of Game of Thrones.
Fuck off, God.
Genuinely,
Okay,
Genuinely?
actually,
Do you know how bad-
I was tired. Right, we've been filming all day. That woke me the fuck up.
God,
What the fuck do you mean, Garnt?
I will tell you how bad of a take that was. I haven't seen a single episode of Game of Thrones, and I know that was a bad take.
Garnt, that is no.
That's how I know how much of a bad take that was.
It's like I want the one written by the people who didn't read the book, and I want Ed Sheeran in it, and I want people boosting.
Wait, Ed Sheeran was in it?
yeah, Ed Sheeran was in an episode.
Like it is just bad.
Oh my god.
What do you like about that? What? Explain yourself.
Okay.
You're on trial right now.
Okay, I'm on trial right now. Like I said about Breaking Bad, it felt like.
Tell me the season it got good first, and then tell me why.
I mean, I think it was always good.
Okay,
right? It was always good,
But it just got
when
better.
when I really got invested was around season 6. My favorite season was about season 7. And
Wait,
then
isn't season 7 the one season where like everyone got pissed off?
No, that's season 8.
Oh, that's season 8.
And even I'm like,
seven
okay,
was-
season 8. Okay, that was
Season 7 shocked.
That was a little blunder. That was a little blunder right there. All right, but okay, because here's the thing, right? Going back to my Breaking Bad analogy, I know I got the entire world watching me right now. I have got the entire fucking world watching me right now.
And then people will wonder, man, why is the subreddit spiking all of a sudden? After this episode goes live, you just hear, boom!
I can understand the Breaking Bad take, but this one feels irredeemable.
I
Go
can't
ahead,
wait to
go
read the
ahead,
comments on this episode.
Okay.
Go on.
Like I said, Game of Thrones seasons 1 to 4 is almost perfect television. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Characters are well written, well defined. The world building is amazing and everything like that. Like I said, seasons 1 to 4, I didn't really have any emotional attachment to
It's
anything.
literally George R. R. Martin's baby at that point.
Yeah.
He did everything at that point.
I agree.
So how do you get more attached when fucking HBO takes over with their generic writers?
Because one thing that I fucking love, one aspect I love in any media is when you have different kind of aspects and cultures clashing together, right? That's kind of like why I'm invested in the MCU, where you have, wizards and superheroes and now, fucking cosmic god people all existing within the same universe. And that's because that's what drew me into Game of Thrones originally. And my favorite parts of Game of Thrones was in the later seasons when you finally saw these different worlds that have been built up in seasons 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and stuff like that. You finally saw all these worlds kind of colliding in together and having some really, really cool moments. Is the writing as good? Fuck no, okay? I will fully admit the writing is not as good, but was it fucking badass seeing the Dothraki riding over a hill with a fucking dragon, like fucking burning the Lannisters? Hell yeah, that was bad fucking ass, and I will defend that shit. All right?
I think it built it up so well and then just fucking unraveled the coil and then just threw a bunch of cool battles at us to distract our pretty little brains. I think it squandered everything it built up. I think it was about politics and then it suddenly became about Ed Sheeran and shitty battles and just rushing it.
No, I will totally agree. It was... seasons Game of Thrones was two completely different shows. I fully admit it was two completely different shows. And technically I should, out of like every bone in my body, think that the first 4 seasons are the better ones, but I'm following my heart, and my heart says, cool dragons for burning stuff. Ooh, look at the dragons burning the ice zombies. Isn't that so cool? God.
If you wanted an isekai, Garnt, just go watch a fucking isekai, right?
Yes, okay.
Get the fuck out of here with this. This shit take. Awful. Actually, shit take.
When do you think Game of Thrones got bad?
Season 5.
Season 5.
Yeah, season 5 where it started to falter.
What happened in season 5 again?
I felt like season 5. I can't remember exactly, but I do remember because I'd been watching Game of Thrones weekly since season 3. Season 3 was amazing. Season 4 was just fucking god tier. Yeah, one of the most iconic moments in the series. Just it was like hitting
season 4, season 3,
season 4 as well. Had the one fight between the two people. Very memorable.
Oh yeah.
I love how you just fully understood.
You know. It's
that scene. I remember that scene actually gave me PTSD. Like,
what?
Yeah.
How?
Seeing a character, and this happens a lot, by the way, but there's one particular scene where you saw a character that you really liked and you got emotionally attached to. Seeing them like get killed off in such a gruesome way, it just actually gave me like an emotional, like guttural reaction.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and it was.
Isn't that a good thing though?
It was horrible.
No, that's why it's good though.
Yeah, I know. That's
it managed to get that emotion out of you.
Yeah, I totally agree. It was
Simpsons
great.
ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There are a couple of characters who died in The Simpsons where I'm just like, what the fuck?
And then it doesn't fucking do it again.
Yeah. And then, like, end of season 3 as well. What happened at the end of season 3?
One of the most famous as fuck.
One of the most iconic TV moments of all time.
Yes.
You know, you've heard of it. You know, you have heard of it.
Yes.
I dead ass don't know anything about Game of Thrones.
I know you don't, but
the only thing I know about Game of Thrones is it's Lord of the Rings with tits.
Yeah.
No,
like
that's what people have told me.
Like people are dumb.
Yeah. Like I said.
I'm like, you sold me.
Like I said. Perfect television.
Garnt was like, I think the US is more diverse than, say, the UK compared to Australia. I was like, you're full of shit. Like, that's not true at all.
I didn't say that. I said it felt like going from West Coast to East Coast. I felt like going from, like, say, LA to New York, to me, felt more different than going to London to Sydney. I still believe that. I genuinely believe that.
Should I be offended as an Australian?
Yes.
Why? Why is that offensive?
Because it's like not even close.
What? Australians are a different breed of people.
Yeah.
They're like
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
I would understand the comparison between, say, like Australia and New Zealand. That's a little more understandable. But like Australia and England, bro?
No, we're different. We're different. I love chicken tenders so much. Yeah. American chicken tenders are like next level.
It is.
They're so good.
It's so good.
We had like chicken tenders at the Nashville hot chicken places. I can't remember which one it was.
Also, the one that like Charlie got us in Tampa as well.
Yeah,
like,
we had
so good.
Oh, bro, nuts, dude.
I'm about to go off, by the way. I'm about to go.
Chicken tenders are so fucking good, dude.
American. I have a message for Americans, okay?
Go on.
Because I understand now why these two think all chicken tastes the same. Why is that? Because every time you fucking eat chicken, you only eat chicken tendies. I'm like, there is more to chicken, Americans, than fucking chicken tendies. I'm so fucking tired of chicken tendies.
They're so good.
I'm like, you guys don't seem to eat anything. Like every time we got like a recommendation for a chicken joint, tendies. People are like, yo, like Raising Cane's is like so much better. And some people are like, yo, Chick-fil-A is so much better. I'm like, it's all, you're just eating chicken tendies, man.
They don't do tendies.
No, it's either tendies or nuggets. I'm like, it's
chicken tendies are god tier, man. Actually,
dude, Raising Cane's, shit.
I could eat chicken tendies every single day.
Oh, 100%.
Every single day. That's so fucking
100%.
honey mustard, those sauces they had, bro. Nuts, dude.
It just like annoyed me to no ends. Like every time we'd go to a chicken place, what are we having? Chicken tendies. I'm like, do you not have wings? Do you not have the thighs? Do you not have the fucking do you not have the legs? It's just like there's so much to a chicken. And every time it was like, they were like, yo, Raising Cane's god tier. This is so much better than the other place. And I'm like, it's all the fucking same because all you're really judging is the sauce. You're not even judging the fucking chicken.
The chicken quality was good. It was good quality.
It's like, I think like most of the chicken places we went to, the chicken quality was kind of the same. So the only thing you were kind of judging is like the sauce, right?
The chicken quality at that local Tampa one that Charlie got us was like the chicken itself tasted so much better. It was like the perfect moistness. It wasn't too much batter, but there was a shitload of chicken and the sauce. Oh.
But I heard you like Hershey's chocolate. Is this true?
No.
Oh, Sydney said you love Hershey's.
When did she say that?
Is love a strong word?
2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Okay. Oh, that's a slander right there.
I was just like, when did I ever say that?
I was like, Garnt has some awful shit takes, but that'd be up there.
I think I understand why though. Fundamentally, why Garnt was so sick of chicken tendies because he doesn't eat sauce.
I do try the sauce.
So he only has the chicken to judge.
The sauce is like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Don't even bother.
But there's so much to chicken. Here's the thing why I don't like chicken tendies, okay? Or no, it's not like I don't like it, but like I would prefer to have other types of chicken because you remove like one of the best part of the chicken in my mind, which is the skin. Because you just like you get rid of the skin.
No.
And there's
crispiness, dude. The crispiness.
The crispy batter is where it's at, bro.
Oh no. Fuck. Like the batter is good. The batter is good, but the batter with like the skin cooked well. That's why when you go to KFC and you have like anything but chicken tendies, the best part is the fucking skin.
I will say, I'm sorry, go on.
Yeah, and like there is when we had chicken and waffles and you guys ordered chicken breast with your waffles, that like triggered me to no end.
I did that to trigger you on purpose.
There was like a list of like the only time where these boys had a choice of which part of the chicken they would prefer to have with their meal. They could have ordered breast, they could have ordered wings, they could have ordered thighs, and they ordered like 2 breasts.
Yeah,
two pieces of breast.
To be fair, I chose a breast and a thigh, and I will say the thigh was definitely better in that instance. Chicken tendies is on another level.
I like how clean breast tastes.
Yeah,
compared to thigh.
Yeah, the cut is clean.
Out of context clip. Fuck, there was something else. I just forgot. I'm an idiot. I'm thinking sauce. Thinking about the sauces. Shit, I had it. I forgot.
Something about chicken tendies.
Something about chicken.
You know what I think America unequivocally does better than anywhere else?
What?
Chicken wings. Straight up. Chicken wings are like ginormous in the US.
they're roided
I don't know how the fuck they get. Clearly something is going wrong. The chicken wings are like that in the US, but I'm not complaining because they're huge. Yeah. They're fucking huge.
Those chickens are on that.
You get so much meat on the chicken wing. It's insane.
They're on that Creator Clash diet too.
It's insane.
I disagree.
Oh my god.
Where do you think does chicken wings better than the US?
Korea.
No, they're tiny. They're like flimsy little things.
It's not about like the amount of meat. To me, wouldn't
that just be the sauce though?
Yeah, you're just
sorry. Wouldn't that just be the sauce?
No. It's not the sauce, right? It's like
the yum num chicken.
It's like, it can be a mixture between like the meat to skin ratio, the meat to like when I order batter ratio. I feel like the chicken wings in America, there's like too much meat that it fucks up with the ratio of like the marinade, right?
I love Korean fried wings so much, but goddamn, do those American wings go hard? Like they go so much harder.
I'd say like what I think America does better than anywhere else in the world is barbecue. I was like, I will give American barbecue as the best barbecue in the world. I think America does the best barbecue.
I mean, I really want to try like Caribbean barbecue and that kind of area.
Yeah,
because I know that they have.
Well, you and I
barbecue.
had like that the Cuban barbecue. Well, it wasn't really barbecue, but it was like kind of barbecue-esque Cuban food in Orlando. Do you remember that? It was like the Cuban restaurant we went to in Miami that was just like nothing but meat. And
that's pretty good.
That place was pretty crazy. I wouldn't say it's barbecue, but it's like barbecue-esque in terms of like what's there.
No, bro. South Korea has good wings. They have the. I'm sure North Korea has good wings too. I don't know if they have any. There's definitely no meat on those bones though.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that. But
what are you talking about?
Don't get me wrong.
You've been in America for too long. You're like more better.
Yeah,
more food equals better.
Don't get me wrong.
I order from. Obviously it's in Japan, but a lot of these a lot of them are like Korean chains that are in Japan. And I ordered a bunch. And dude, they're just too flimsy, bro. There's no meat on the bone. It's just all skin.
I think the one thing I like about a lot of like American chicken wing is that like a lot of the places, at least the ones we went
to,
it's
not fried chicken.
It's not fried chicken for starters, but like the sauce is like separate to the wing, right? So you can like dip as much or as little sauce as you want. Whereas the yum yum chicken ranch, but like the yum yum chicken, for example. Sauce. For example, in South Korea,
it depends on the sauce. I do not like ranch. Okay.
This is not.
I don't like ranch. Okay, I don't like ranch.
You're a clown.
I don't like ranch. That's why I don't belong in America.
You married a Midwestern girl. How can you not like ranch?
Is it even possible to not like ranch?
But I'm just like, is there more sauce than just ranch? Because I'm like,
you don't need anything else.
They don't need to be.
I'm not saying there's so much more variety in like other countries. It's not just all about one fucking sauce.
Okay, let's go through it all then. Honey mustard, yeah or no?
Yes. I like honey mustard.
Okay.
Yes.
What else? What other condiments can you eat with a chicken wing?
What other condiments can you eat with a chicken wing?
You don't like barbecue?
I actually do. I mean, I literally just said American barbecue. I think barbecue works better with like beef and pork rather than chicken. Like I said, I prefer like there's a lot of like Thai chicken wings as well with like it's a very sour, spicy sauce.
Right.
I like the Korean chicken wings as well with like a little bit of sweet. I like spicy stuff. Okay?
Buffalo sauce?
I do love buffalo sauce.
Buffalo wings are the goat.
That's the best wings
I just
in
don't
America.
want them to drench it too much.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about buffalo sauce. Is like when it's
sometimes
drenched, it's just too much.
They go too hard.
Well, I don't get it because you drench it in the sauce and you drench it in the ranch anyway. What's the difference?
No, the ranch you need to drench it.
Because ranch is great.
Because ranch is amazing. I could drink ranch.
It's so good because you can eat the buffalo sauce and then you want to mix it up. You're like, dip it in some ranch.
Yeah, you can do buffalo and ranch mixture. Bomb.
I'm like, so what I'm understanding here, what I'm understanding is that you guys just really fucking like ranch.
No, but the wings are amazing. The wings, even without the ranch, are way better than anything that you get like here.
Because I'm actually eating meat. Yeah. Whereas like
I disagry.
Whereas in
you disagree it's meat?
No, I said I think there is like what was like the biggest wings you got in America? Because I'm thinking about the wings I get in the fucking Midwest, and in the Midwest they are fucking obese. Like
they're huge.
They're great.
Wings,
yeah, they're huge.
These wings are massive.
Yeah,
that's why it's good.
And I'm like, there is like to me like. Well, you guys eat chicken breasts, right? So I'm just kind of realizing you fucking love the white meat. You fucking love that shit.
Good.
That's what I love chicken.
I like a mixture between like, you know, the skin as well. I like a mixture between having the marinade on it. It's not always about fried. Sometimes you grill it as well.
That's why I love like the massive chicken wings though, because there's so much meat on one chicken wing. With one chicken wing, you can like mix and match the sauces around, being like, all right, first bite, I'm gonna put some ranch on it. Second bite,
when they dry rub it as well before, and it's just so good, dude.
Shit.
Because okay, do you dip your chicken wings in the sauce?
Sometimes, not every time.
Yeah, because to me, chicken wings are like, you know, chicken you dip in the pre-marinated. Yeah. Chicken you dip in the sauce is fucking chicken tendies. It's nugs, right? Because there's no bones.
No,
there's no bones, right? The reason I like bone chicken.
The one with the bone.
Yeah, the one with the bone.
Like the drumsticks, you can dip it in the sauce.
Oh, are you talking about drumsticks? I thought you were talking about wings.
Yeah, you can do wings as well.
You can do wings
sauce.
as well.
Yeah, but like
if you can't get it in the container, then you get the container, you like pour it on top, and then you fucking bite into it.
That's just like
that's good shit.
That's that. I thought that was like the one advantage of having boneless chicken, which is that you can just. It's just.
Yeah. Why do you think we love boneless chicken?
Yeah, I love that too.
Because of the convenience.
I can eat everything.
But if the wing is there, then I'm going to be like, well, if there's only wings here, then I'm obviously going to eat it because I like wings as well. But it's a little bit inconvenient for me to have to grab the sauce and pour it on top.
That's it. And I'm just like, the fucking advantage of wings is that normally it's
Whereas
like.
the tendies, I can just get straight into that shit.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like perfectly shaped to fit the container.
Like normally the advantage of wings is that it just tastes good by itself. It's already marinated or it's already got sauce on it.
I like
you don't have to dip it in
the
sauce.
I like it sometimes with and without. It's just a different flavor. You want to mix it up.
Yeah, you want to mix it up.
It's clown take, Garnt.
What I'm like discovering right now is that these two just they don't care about the taste of the chicken. It's all about the taste of the sauce. You know, that's
what do you mean? No one eats chicken wings with no sauce or dry rub or anything.
Yeah, that's psychotic.
Oh, there's dry rubs.
Yeah, and there's something like, no, you don't
and
always.
Literally, the fucking wings we had in the office from like that mail-in cooked, they were dry rubs.
No, I know, I like that.
Yeah, those were good.
I'm not arguing against that. I'm saying sometimes you want to put more sauce on it.
Yeah.
Why is this so hard to comprehend?
Sometimes I like the option of wanting to pick and choose if I want extra sauce or not. Sometimes, I'm in the mood where I'm like, I don't need the extra sauce because it already tastes good enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want a little more.
Yeah.
But like what I'm trying to say is what I think good wings are, what I think good chicken is that it should taste good, by itself. If you are putting too much sauce in it, then you're not really judging the chicken, you're judging the sauce, which is like my biggest pet peeve with a lot of like chicken places.
Well, no, because
if
if the chicken wing sucks, no amount of sauce is going to save it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat it.
I think we like the taste of the chicken. We just like it to also then be enhanced.
Yeah, I already like the taste of the chicken, but with the sauce, it's like an added bonus.
Yeah, yeah.
But if the chicken wing sucks, no amount of ranch is going to save that shit.
I don't know, man. With the amount of ranch I see Americans put on their chicken wings, it just seems like putting a shit ton of ranch is not a choice, it's the default. And that's one thing.
And you know what? I'm glad.
That's what I saw.
Americans.
That's what I saw. It's not even about how good the wings are, it's about how much sauce you put on it. And I'm just
there were multiple times throughout the tour where all I had to say was ranch, and I got an entire crowd chanting.
Everyone loves ranch.
Everyone loves ranch.
It's fucking awesome.
It's great.
I don't like ranch.
Well, luckily you're not everybody, Garnt.
Yeah, because the way I see the Pokemon franchise in my mind, it's kind of like the same way isekai is for anime, where it's iterations of the same idea.
That's offensive.
Well, okay, tell me if you like it.
I don't
then
know.
You
who's
can
offended more by that. I think they're both pretty.
I was gonna say
lazy.
something like it's a lot like Game of Thrones, where it's like if you're like 6, 7.
Wait, hold on.
In the sense of like how the fan base works, where it's like, okay, if you're already 6 or 7 seasons in, you might as well just fucking finish the rest at that point.
Well, they're all like different games, though. What are you talking about? Game of Thrones is like one continuing.
Hold up. What the fuck?
This is coming from someone who's never seen Game of Thrones, by the way.
What the fuck are you talking about, Joey?
What I mean is, it's a lot like any long form TV series where it's got multiple series, right, or multiple seasons. Where like, okay, you enjoyed the first couple of ones, okay, maybe the third or fourth one slightly starting to go downhill, but you're already committed at this point. You might as well just see it till the end.
I don't agree with this, but also I wouldn't say it's like the Game of Thrones analogy. I'd say it's more like it's independent series, right? So there's no ongoing story.
Isekai.
No.
Okay. Let me
because isekai is not the same isekai series, right? It's not like we've done this is one guy in the same world in a smartphone, and then there's a different story with a different cast of characters.
Oh, it's like iterations of the same kind of formula. Because like I remember Connor saying that he fell asleep during like the middle portion of Avatar and didn't miss anything, and I'm just like, Connor monkey moment. And I remember sitting there 3 hours in, and I'm like, fuck, I wish I fell asleep during the middle.
The middle is straight up like nothing. Like you don't need to be awake for it. I'm like at all.
Yeah, because I'm like. Because I remember during the middle portion, which was, I think, the portion that really, like, that was the portion that was, like, the hardest to get through for me. And
they just remake Avatar 1, but with a new Na'vi.
Before I start shitting on Avatar, I don't think it's a bad film.
No, but it's not like the absolute masterpiece, whatever.
I don't think it's a bad film. I just walked out of it being like, fuck, man. That was 3 hours of my life, man. Holy shit, that was a long 3 hours of my life because the middle portion was a very, very nice tech demo, is what I felt. It had some of like the most breathtaking shots I've seen in film, especially in the cinema. But I'm just like, this is a fucking Sony Bravia tech demo that I'm seeing just to show how good the TV is right now.
I mean, I stand by what I said. I just think it's a solid movie. The visuals carry a lot of that, and the story's just kind of meh.
Yeah, because like
I don't really care much for the characters.
Because I was thinking, I really want to like Avatar.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because like if like I was looking at it and I'm just like, this is almost an isekai. You know, this is almost an isekai. This should be my film, you know. Joey, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, Joey. It just doesn't have the reincarnation bit. But he fucking wakes up in another world. He's a totally different being.
It doesn't have the reincarnation bit, therefore it is nothing like an isekai.
Did you like the characters? Did you like that it was all blue people? Did you
You're a fan of blue people?
I fucking hate blue.
Okay, here's my biggest problem with Avatar 2. It wasn't so much the story, it was the fact that it was 3 hours long. Okay. Right. Because I think round about 30 minutes in, I was like, I think I know every major story beat that's going to happen in this story.
Yeah.
And I was completely right. Everything I thought was going to happen just happened. So so in my mind, I was just like, okay, I know we need to set up the bad guy and we need to like do this and it's like a fish out of water. But I'm just here for I knew all of this was going to happen. So in my mind, I was like kind of like subconsciously wanting it to rush itself to be like, okay, I know what's going to happen. Can we just get to the payoff that I know you are setting up? Because I know what you need to do to like set up the bad guy and set up the action scenes and something like that. I'm just like, can we just get to the action scenes faster? And I don't feel like the story kind of was good enough to be 3 hours long to keep me engaged the entire time to get to the payoff, which was like fucking 2 hours in. And by that point, I was already mentally very fatigued. So I was, I think fatigued is the right word because I felt fatigued watching the middle portion of Avatar 2. Do you know what I felt like? It felt like a TV series more than it did a film in some sense.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, because if this was a TV series, I think I would have enjoyed it more because if it was like 3 hour-long episodes versus just marathoning 3 episodes at once. I could have like taken a break and something like that.
Yeah, you basically watched about 6 to 7 episodes of anime, like back to back.
Yeah, right.
If you think about it, you almost binged a series, like a season.
Basically, I watched a season-long. I watched a season-long anime.
You could watch all of Golden Boy in that time. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, I could see what he was trying to do with kind of setting up this family drama and stuff like that. And I really, really want to be invested in this world because one thing I will say is that it truly got me immersed in this world of Avatar. One thing that I think Avatar's biggest strength is every time I watched an iteration of the film, you totally get immersed in this world that James Cameron has like set up. And I think it's like truly amazing that he can get you to like kind of like immerse you this deeply because I don't think I can think of another film that immerses me this deeply into another world. I just wish the story was a bit more exciting.
Did you feel that way about Dune? Did you feel that way? I
felt that way about Dune as well.
Right.
I like Dune a lot.
Yeah, and Dune was pretty long as well, wasn't it?
Like 2 and 2
I think it was just over
hours?
2. Just over 2.
It was about 2 hours.
It was about 2 hours. I don't know, like Dune didn't feel as long, even though I don't think it had as many like action set pieces as Avatar
not that much happened in the Dune movie. It's kind of just setting up the worlds. But I mean, it's fucking epic.
I mean, it was only the first third of the first book, right?
Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah, because I think the difference between Dune and Avatar is that they both have like very, very interesting worlds. Avatar just chooses to focus on none of the stuff I think is interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Avatar's like set, like I think the entire like background premise of Avatar is really fucking interesting. Like you have you have this world where Earth is dying. And I'm going to slightly spoil Avatar 2. But the main villain from Avatar 1 comes back.
Okay.
Because what happens is
didn't like that.
Yeah. I didn't like the fact that this was such an interesting concept that they just did not fucking utilize at all. So what happens is the main villain from Avatar 1 comes back, and that's because just before his final like suicide mission, he stored his memories and sent his memories back to Earth to be...
Was this like the Matrix?
Yeah, kind of. So like
an avatar.
Yeah. So his memories is implanted in this new avatar, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't think this is a spoiler because this is literally in the trailer. And that to me, that's a fucking interesting concept.
Yeah, that's cool.
The kind of morality of being like, oh, I'm a new human being who's kind of a clone of this original one, but not really.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there are so many interesting fucking avenues you could take with just his like... just being a person that is kind of a clone that has woken up in a fucking alien body.
They could have gone down like the Ghost in the Shell route.
Yeah. And then he was just like, yeah, I'm not the same person, but I am. Okay, moving on. Bad person. Okay, I'm going to shoot all the blue people now. And I'm like, fucking hell, man.
He doesn't question...
He doesn't question anything.
And
I'm like, yo, if I woke up as like...
I guess that's like maybe his personality. That would be the argument.
He's
where
so jaded that it doesn't even cross his mind.
He's so militarily focused that he doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be frank, I wanted him to kill the kids. I did not like the kids at all. I feel like it's so hard to make kids likable in movies.
Yeah.
Because, they're kids. They're little shits.
Yeah.
But my God, I had no interest in Jake Sully's children. I just did not care.
No, I agree. I think one of the things that I really noticed was that it was 3 hours long. And I
2 hours about fucking kids.
Yeah, 2 hours about fucking kids. And
well, not fucking kids, but the fucking kids.
Bro, rephrase that, please.
2 hours about the kids, and somehow in the 2 hours, I think because the cast was so big, it just didn't give me enough time. It didn't give me enough time to care about the kids. I don't know. Maybe they just weren't likable. I don't know.
With their personalities, there's no amount of time would make me like them. Right. I just don't care.
Yeah.
I just didn't care. That's my verdict.
Yeah, it's such an interesting, amazing sci-fi world that James Cameron has set up, and it just...
God, I wish James Cameron just made something else.
I wish so too. I think James Cameron has like a hard-on for water. I don't know. Something...
Apparently this movie has to break $2 billion to break even.
Yeah, which it's looking like since last time, it's doing pretty well.
It's like 1.7 bill right now, I think.
Yeah.
Like
Isn't that insane though, just to get $2 billion to break even?
Yeah.
What an insane number.
God damn, man.
Yeah, but have you seen James Cameron is like an incredible filmmaker, and I really like... If anyone has seen the behind the scenes of
it's
Abyss,
insane. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's fucking insane that the amount of times he's just like wanted to do something that doesn't exist. So he's like, I'm just gonna invent the technology to do it, just because I want to do it in my film. And then this technology just ends up revolutionizing the entire fucking film industry.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's like, again, this is no slight on him as a director. He is clearly an extremely talented guy and a genius at making films and technology. But man, I just don't care about Avatar.
We're mostly bashing the writers.
I will still watch Avatar 3 when it comes out, only to see. I've watched both these films, so I guess I'll just see what happens.
So here's the question: is it worth? After hearing your guys' opinions on it, do you think I should still go and watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
It depends on Avatar 3 and 4. Because I remember...
you got to have an opinion on it.
Yeah,
sure,
I kind of want to have an opinion on it, but I also don't want to waste 3 hours of my life.
Because I felt like I'm going to... Okay, so
Should I just watch like a Cliff Notes version of it? Should I just watch clips on YouTube?
Go into the movie an hour and a half in...
I'll just be late. I'll spend an hour and a half buying popcorn, getting dinner somewhere, and then I'll just be like, "Oh yeah, I have a movie."
Because goddamn, like some of the imagery in the middle, which in the middle was fucking beautiful, but after about 2 scenes, I was like, "Okay, I understand now. It's pretty." Can we get back to the story?
Right.
And. Yeah, I said last time that I don't think the visuals would have, it is the best looking film I've ever seen, but I didn't think the visuals could blow my mind as much as seeing Avatar 1 did. And yeah, that's how I felt. It was good, but nothing didn't blow my mind like the first time I saw Avatar 1. But that's just because film technology just looks so good now.
Yeah,
you know, and it's so hard.
Okay.
James Cameron, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, you've made an incredible world, and it's a world with so much potential for really interesting ideas that you can take the story.
Come on to the podcast.
James Cameron, don't fucking come.
Yeah. Please do, you know,
Keep doing you.
This is my personal opinion. If you could take Avatar 3 and 4 in some other direction other than invading people bad, blue people good, then I would love that, because I really want to get invested into Avatar, and I think he has the potential.
Yeah,
for sure.
You should make an isekai one.
Yeah, can you write an isekai, please?
Yeah. I think that now that I've gone back to Thailand for a month and just reconfigured my mind, I think it's easier to drive in Southeast Asia than it is to drive on like Western roads like America and England. And
You're capping, bro.
I honestly, I have.
Okay,
I think it's like the equivalent of saying like it's easier to drink a cup noodle by just downing it. You know what I mean? Like it's like
What?
because when all rules go out the window, hell yeah, it's easier to fucking drive because you just fucking show up.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to worry about the lights, where people are. Just do it. Like,
I mean, that's the thing, right? Because I kind of realized this because I've lived in Thailand for about like 4 years before moving to Japan. So I have a lot of driving experience in Thailand. And yes, like the first like day or two that you like drive there, especially when I came back this time, I was like, oh, the roads are fucking terrifying. And then when you get used to it, you kind of like, you feel like every driver just enters a kind of flow state. And that's what it feels like. It feels like the traffic just has its own flow that you kind of like get a feel about when you can go, when someone's going to stop.
I'm listening. I'm just going to Google something.
Really?
Yeah.
Because when we were in Thailand and I was sitting on the back of those cabs, I felt nothing like that at all. There was so many, like, there were moments where I was in the back of this cab and the so-called flow of traffic was so fucking like start, stop that I was getting sick by the end of it. Maybe it was a shit driver as well, but like...
That's because the driver is in Ultra Instinct and you were still in like your basement, you were the side character. You're like, I can't tell what's going on right now. And the driver was just like, I understand everything. I
was like Yamcha on the back of that car. I'm like, I can't see anything.
All I see is an incoming crash right now. What's going on? But no, yeah, it's because like I realized because driving in Hawaii, like not trying to learn, but sometimes you're unfamiliar with the road.
Yeah.
I was probably the closest to getting into a crash in Hawaii, out of the three of us.
Because you weren't following the rules, Garnt.
I was following the rules. I thought I knew the rules. There was a green light. There was a green light. I thought I could just turn.
I just Googled because I was near certain that like obviously the reason why we have all these goddamn rules is for safety.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and generally, I think in Thailand there's a higher death rate for car crashes.
Of course, yeah.
Well, I mean, like it's why we have all these boring rules and you can't go when you want because more traffic accidents.
But like I feel like it definitely feels less. Obviously, it feels easier, but once you get past, the intimidation of everyone's doing their own thing, it's kind of like comforting to drive there. Maybe I'm just like going back to my bloodline, like I said.
I think you've just been in that situation too many times now, where it's just numbed you because it's like it was definitely not the case with me.
Yeah, I didn't.
I would be fucking shitting myself if I had to drive, especially if I was on a moped. In Thailand, oh my god!
Yeah, we'll do a trip around Vietnam or Thailand or something. Get you a few days on a road.
If I can survive that trip, I can drive anywhere.
Yeah, I feel like okay, so like the stereotype, stereotype we had before that Asians are bad drivers.
Yeah.
I feel like there was some truth to that, and I feel like some of that truth was there weren't bad drivers. They just went by the rules of their home country, which in Western countries counts very much as a bad driver.
It's not that Asian. It's gentrified Asia.
They were just bringing like the Asian culture to America, and Americans are like, what's going on here?
They're bringing MMA rules to a box.
It's not that British people have bad food. It's that they just brought it from other countries.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what I think is my personal way, and the best way to experience horror movies for me is to not watch horror movies, but to watch YouTube summary of horror movies. I'm that guy.
Well, to be fair, I think I watched Unfriended the same way the first time. I watched it through YouTube videos and I thought, there's no way it's as shit as they make it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched all the Saw movies just from all those videos of like, what's the possibility of escaping the Saw trap?
Okay.
Saw is so bad.
Before people clown on me, let me sell it to you, okay? I get to experience the horror movie because one of the things I think is very interesting about horror movies is the mystery aspect.
Yes.
Okay, every horror movie, I love horror movies, even the shitter ones. They have like really interesting concepts that kind of like draw you into like what's scary going on behind the scenes. You know, so what fucked up thing is this horror movie about? And 90% of them, it's a dumb twist, or like once you uncover the mystery, it's a dumb mystery, and you're like, fuck, I just spent an hour and a half for a really stupid reveal. So like the best way for me to reveal to consume it is just to watch YouTube summaries, which means I don't have to be scared and I get presented with a lot of interesting ideas from all these different horror movies, and I don't have to wait an hour and a half to kind of like fully realize if the reveal is worth it.
You might as well just fucking read the Wikipedia at that point.
You know what? Maybe I will, Joey. Maybe I will.
Like you just should read the Wikipedia.
Just go to the IMDb page, watch the trailer while reading the synopsis. There you go, you're done.
I don't know why. It's specific horror movies why I just love watching summaries of them.
That fucked up. Not to do a throwback to the hentai app, but that hospital hentai was the horrorest thing I've watched in years. That scared me to my core.
That was scary, yeah.
More than anything else.
Definitely.
But a genuine horror movie that I did enjoy, that is a horror movie, is, I believe the name is As Above, Down
As
Below.
Above, So Below.
As Above, So Below. Something along those lines.
The one in the French catacombs.
The one
right?
in the French catacombs.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's very like Blair Witch.
Is it like people get lost in the catacombs and then something stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think Blair Witch, but in the French catacombs.
Yeah.
Okay.
They get lost in the catacombs, but things start happening, and they find out weird things. And there is a reason why all of these things happen, which is what I liked about it. Is it was less about the jump scares, but it was more about the unnerving ideas of what they found in the catacombs. You know, and that's why I liked it.
French people.
They see a half-eaten baguette on the ground. It's like, there's a perfectly good baguette. Who would waste it?